Weideman, content creator for AdvantageLumber.com, and I'm here with Richard Donnelly.
How are you?
Good. What's the name of your company? What do you guys do?
My company is ROI Naples. We are a luxury home developer, and we look to seek out beautiful land. We really like to have a certain orientation, sunsets in the backyard, and we look to design unique, one-of-a-kind, what we consider custom homes, but make them available on the open market.
Tell us about the house a little bit.
Well, this house is in Pine Ridge Estates area of Naples. This is a very large subdivision that was created in the 70s. A lot of great oversized lots, and that's kind of why we chose to put this particular project up. Design-wise, we wanted to create something that's a little bit different. Florida has, I think, sometimes a reputation of repeating past designs, and we wanted to create something working with Hersco Hajar Architects. We came up with what we call farmhouse chic, which we feel it kind of pulls from the European, modern European look, but also when you notice we go inside, we use a lot of warm wood materials so that it's inviting.
If we look over here, look over there, there's always a wood element somewhere. So even outdoors you bring that. That's where our Ipe comes in, correct?
Correct. The way we design the house is that almost every room there's an opportunity for you to step outside to be in a private space.
I like the way it's all in nature. It really flows well. Things that I love about this place is the thought that you had to put into all the detail. This wasn't just hodgepodge put together. How come you're able to put this Ipe so low to the ground?
Well, first of all, it's the substrate is a full concrete slab, and the concrete slab is pitched, and then our stringers, so to speak, that we attach the Ipe to are shimmed off of the slab, so it allows all the water to fully drain off. We actually seal the concrete so that when water penetrates here, it drains off and then it dries quickly. When you have heavy Florida rains, you get the moisture underneath, the humidity, so this allows that water to drain off and it allows the Ipe to dry off naturally.
So you knew where all this stuff was going to be?
Correct. It was all laid out with between the architect's floor plan and the landscape architect's site plan. So there's a lot of coordination. We have a lot of sleeves going underneath for irrigation, for lighting. A lot of things have to happen for this to end up this way. Then also the elevation changes. We come out here at one elevation and then we take one step down to the walkways outside.
Okay, so we've got the deck.
Sure.
Let's go inside and see how that transfers inside.
Absolutely, let's go.
All right, so Rich, there's one thing we gotta talk about. It blew my mind when we came in and saw it. Let's talk about the wall.
Yeah, the feature wall. Fantastic. This is antique hemlock. This is from off of a barn from Hadley, Massachusetts. It had been on a barn for 100 plus years. It was actually a longleaf tobacco barn. American red hemlock was very plentiful up in the Connecticut River Valley, and when we first got it down here, we looked at using it in its very weathered form, but we decided against that, and we skip planed everything. So basically took off a lot of years of wear, but still leaving a lot of the wear that got down to the heart of the wood. And we took this wood, we used it in 3 different areas. Here on this feature wall where the TV is, we used it behind us on the 2 walls flanking the fireplace, and we also built the barn door that we saw before.
One of the things that you really care about is environmentally friendly and that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
And that's why you're using wood.
Yes.
Is because it is environmentally friendly. It is a renewable resource.
You'll walk in a lot of homes and you'll see a feature like this done in just a strapped stone. And again, it's very repetitious, and in my opinion, comes very cold. So the ability to use wood, both indoor and outdoor, is very important to me.
Which brings you into the floors. If you come down into this herringbone, why herringbone? Why the size? Why the
herringbone? It's just, again, I like to bring back really old European traditional elements. And I just feel herringbone is one of the most classic looks you can go with. So for here, we knew early on that we wanted to do the entire first floor, and the rooms are very big, so we had a custom milled, very large, 5.5 by 30-inch long board to make our herringbone.
Let's talk about this one, Rich. Obviously, a centerpiece for a bathroom. It's going to be seen a lot. What type of wood is it? How'd you do it?
Well, this is a great slab from your warehouse. This is eucalyptus. Eucalyptus normally is a very kind of natural red, and again, we wanted to tone down that red like we did on the hemlock. So we used a brown oil, again from Loba, and that took it really away from the heavy red and gave us more of a rich brownish, deeper red. And then on top of that, very, very nicely done hand applied English wax to give it a really sturdy finish.
What do we have here?
Well, yeah, this is a definite transition space, and we wanted to actually have a great view from the great room through this beautiful bar to see, again, through to this wine. We call it a wine closet because it's actually an incredible amount of wine storage. You see we use the antique hemlock again as our feature material. When you look through, you see the antique hemlock, and again you see it again, and just these simple frames that we made for the glasses and the decanter, and then the backdrop, and then this beautiful decanting ledge, which is Brazilian granite.
So we came out of the kitchen and we walk into the outdoor space. It doesn't even feel like an out. It almost feels like it's part of an extenuated kitchen dining room, and now we're outside.
This actually is one of the featured areas that we won a $100 award for Best Outdoor Living. And again, your product wanted to use Ipe for the feature wall, just a really traditional, cool shiplap look. Just your refrigerator, your sink, and your barbecue.
And shiplap siding has screws in the face. I don't see any ugly screws.
Yeah, no matter what, you still have to put a exposed screw. You have one hidden, and then the next one comes over, you have to have it exposed. But we screw first, and then we put a plug, a hardwood Ipe plug. And then we actually make a point of the plugs being in a geometric pattern where they make sense. They're not just scattershot everywhere. So they actually line up in a grid, and they make sense when you look at them.
Another outdoor space. We've got more additions to what could be a simple all grass thing. And you went ahead and added these decks. How were they built?
Compared to the decks we looked at out front, these are now elevated. So instead of them being kind of flush with the ground, these we decided to make more of a platform. So they're one simple step up from the pool coping, banded by the river rock, and it just allows this to be kind of a statement point for the backyard. This is a really great perch for you to sit on and look back at your property.
Even if it's not the dominant structure, it adds so much flavor to the backyard.
It does. When you look at the expanse, especially when you look from the aerial and the drone look, and it's a fantastic comparison when you see the large array of green grass, then you see your Ipe decks kind of popping out at you. So it really becomes an area, a feature area where you want to go out and sit and enjoy it.
come out of the master, and here's an outdoor shower, and wow is all I can say.
Yeah, it's great. You come through the master bath, you have that beautiful, beautiful bathtub, then you look out this glass door, and here you are to your outdoor shower, which is just fantastic. Waterfall right up the wall. The pattern of the Ipe plugs just again adds to this looking very, uniform and structured.
So we can see with what you did on this house, Ipe does pretty much go with everything as long as it's thought out.
It does, and I think it's for me, it's a material that I really wouldn't build without. I just think that anytime I use an outdoor material, Ipe is the one for me. It just gets the durability, and the color is just to die for.
Rich,
Yes.
thanks for the tour. And
Absolutely, thanks for coming.
how does somebody get a hold of you?
Well, you could look me up on the web, ROI Naples, and also specifically for this house is 581myrtleroad.com.
Awesome. I'm Rob Weideman, AdvantageLumber.com. See you next time.